Hello Year 2. Now I've just had the pleasure of reading a story called The Disgusting Sandwich that I'm going to be putting up very soon on the Whole School YouTube channel. Now the reason why I'm doing an extra bonus story for you today is because it is for our English activities for this week. Now lovely Gerald has come to join me today, so he'll be hanging out just over in the corner there so he doesn't get in the way of our pictures. Now the story that I'm going to read to you today is based on a story that is set in Africa, and it's actually set in the Kalahari Desert, and it is based on a little character called Sunny. Now my challenge for you was for you to, over the course of the last few days, start thinking of some questions to find out a little bit more about Sunny, and I got you to have a little look at the front cover today. And your job was to have a little predict on what you think this story might be about using some of the clues. Now, when I looked at it, I noticed there were some stamps. There was obviously the mark in the middle that said Meerkat Mail. We've got the character here, and the book is actually in the style of an envelope. Now, if I read the blurb, there actually isn't very much to give away the story. And on the back, it has just got an address. So the mystery for the story is still yet to be unveiled. Now, this story is by one of my most favourite authors, and if you do enjoy the story, do find some other ones. She is called Emily Gravett, and the story is called Meerkat Mail. Now the story does have some little flaps, so I will try to show you the flaps as I read them out to you. Okay, now we've got a little bit at the front of the story, and we've got a bookmark here and a little postcard. You might notice throughout the story there will be a few postcards along the way, so do keep a little lookout for them. Now it says here, "Hello, I hope you enjoy this book. It's about me," and there's a little picture drawn. "I like beetles on toast with insect larvae, daydreaming and digging holes. Love from Sunny." Now he's given us some clues here to what he likes, and as we're reading through the story, there's a few things you're going to need to do today. It's really important that you think about, when I'm reading you the story, where Sunny goes, what the weather is like, what he eats, and if there's anything on his travels that he likes or doesn't like. So I'll try and go at a slow pace just so you can keep up with the story. Sunny lives in the Kalahari Desert. It is very dry and very hot. Sometimes Sunny thinks it is too hot. I can imagine it's probably quite a lot. Oh, Gerald, you're in the way. Quite a lot living in a desert. But I guess meerkats have adapted to live in the desert though. Sunny comes from a large family. They all work together, play together, eat together, learn together, and sleep together. Now those of you who went to Crocodiles of the World and spotted the meerkats, I wonder if you can remember what Colin said about those meerkats. And there's a little board here that the teacher is teaching, and I'll read it out to you. It says, remember, a meerkat alone is on its own. Stay safe, stay together, and stay away from the jackal. There's a little picture there. I wonder what's going to happen. In fact, they do everything together. They are very close. Sometimes Sunny thinks they are too close. Oh dear, doesn't look very impressed there, does he? Don't think I would if I was being prodded and poked around. Sometimes Sunny wishes he could live somewhere else, so he packs his suitcase and writes his family a note. Oh dear. And then it says on his note, "Dear everyone, I'm I'm off to find somewhere perfect to live. Don't worry, Mum, I'll be staying with our mongoose relatives, so we'll be quite safe. Love from Sunny. P.S. I promise to write. There's a picture of his letter. Now, if you look really carefully, do have a look to see who is just creeping around the corner on the next page. On Monday, Sunny visits his Uncle Bob. And here comes our first little postcard. So it flaps open. And it says here, American Red Hornbill. To Mum and Dad, it's a lot like being at home here, except I'm the biggest. Hooray! The weather is sunny and the food is fantastic. Lots of scorpions. Yum. Best thing is no one has to keep lookout because there's this bird which goes quack when there is danger. I told Uncle Bob our family motto is stay safe, stay together. He told me theirs is run and hide. From Sunny. We've got the address on the side. It says the Big Meerkat Mob, Sandy Burrow, the Dunes, Kalahari Desert, under the big blue sky. There's his little postcard there. He's taken lots of care over it and he's even done some drawings as well. Uncle Bob's family make him feel very welcome, but Sunny just doesn't fit in. So on Tuesday, Sunny goes to stay with his cousins Scratch and Mitch and the rest of their family. And it says here, greetings from Band Mongoose Country. And on the postcard it says, Dear Mum and Dad, we have been living in an old termite mound, but we are moving. There is plenty to eat. Yours ticklishly, Sunny. You can see postcard. Yeah, by the looks of it, doesn't look too impressed. Looks like he's being tickled by lots and lots of termites. Sunny is getting itchy feet, so he decides to move. On Wednesday, he arrives at his cousin's Edward's. Hello from the farm. So a new postcard. Dear Mum and Dad, Grandad and Grandma, I'm staying on a farm. Ed's favourite food is chicken. I haven't tried it yet, but I've had plenty of eggs. Tell Mikey they're not as good as scorpions. Love from Sunny. There's the postcard there. I wonder if you can spot the address on the postcard. Sunny is not all sure that the eggs totally agree with him. Now, if you just have a little look, I wonder if you can spot something. Oh dear. On Thursday, he heads off to stay with his cousins, Mildred and Frank. And it says on here, I heart rainy days. Dear Mum, Dad and everyone, it's raining. Quite hard. Hope the weather is better at home. Loads of love from Rainy. P.S. Great Aunt Maureen was right. I should have packed an umbrella. Oh dear. Don't think he's enjoying the wet weather there. Sunny hates getting wet, so he decides to leave. Now, if you look carefully, you can also see a little somebody sneaking in that forest there. I wonder where he is. If it's raining a lot, I wonder whereabouts in Africa he currently is. By Friday evening, Sunny has reached Madagascar. And it says Magacy and Nightlife on this postcard. And it says here, Dear all, arrived at Auntie Bria's and Uncle Rob's. It's very late and very dark. I think it may be past my bedtime. Aunt B and Uncle Rob don't seem to have noticed. I'm leaving as soon as it gets light. Yours faithfully, wish you were here, Sonny. I wonder how he's feeling now. And if you've noticed a change in the way that he's writing his postcards. And I wonder if you can notice who is in the shadows. Sonny is afraid of the dark and he can't think of anything worse. Until on Saturday he arrives at Great Aunt Flo's. And it says on the front here, the original drive-in restaurant, dining for one in the wettest setting in the marsh. Fresh snails, frogs, earthworms, larvae, crustaceans, variations, small reptiles and insects. And it says on his postcard, oh dear, it looks a bit blotted there before I even read it. Dearest family, Great Aunt Flo lives on her own in a marsh. It is dark and wet. The food is disgusting, in brackets slimy. And I am lonely, cold and tired. I really, really wish you were here. Or that I was not. All my loves, kisses and snuggles, Soggy Sonny. Look what he's written his address as. Can you read it? It says, Meerkat family, lovely, warm, dry home. I wonder if he's missing home. And it says at the bottom here, Sonny is beginning to worry that nowhere is right for him. Just have a look to see who's sneaking in that corner there. Oh dear, poor Sonny, he doesn't seem very happy now. But on Sunday, Sonny arrives somewhere very dry, very hot, where everyone is close. I wonder where he's arrived. And it is... I'm home! They always say there's no place like home. Oh, look, you see he's lurking there, that jackal. And it is perfect. Look, they've written him a welcome home party. Now, Sonny, by the looks of it, has been on many travels, and here is a picture of all his photographs of where he's been. But I think it's quite telling that although Sonny got to visit many different places in Africa, and I wonder if you remember some of those places using the clues, he obviously really, really missed his home. Can you see that picture there? Now, I've really enjoyed this story, and I'm sure if you want to have a little listen to this story again, please do. And when you listen to it, see if you can spot out those clues as to where Sonny goes on his travels throughout Africa. And when also, just have a little look at the way the postcards are written as well. Because along the way, he uses quite a lot of informal language, and he uses quite a lot of brackets as well, just to drop in that extra information. So have another read, have another listen if you have chance, and see what you have noticed. But thank you ever so much for listening to the story today. Gerald, I can now pull him back in the shot there. Gerald and I hope you have a lovely day, and we will catch up very soon. Bye-bye.